All right, everybody, how y'all doing? This is going to be your reading for July the 18th, 2022. So yesterday I took a break. I needed some rest. I was going to do a reading, but you know, I just went ahead and wanted to or needed to kind of restore my energy. People may not really realize that people who do readings, whether they read the card by actually what the book that comes with the deck of cards say, or people who are more channeled to use their intuition to read through the cards, however it may be, it takes a toll, because when I read from my soul, I read from my energy. Hey, Stagner. And so it can be very draining. Also, at the same time, trying to take care of everyday life. So I just needed to take a quick energy break. So today reading is called Perception Through Perspective. I actually had got the title given to me yesterday or day before yesterday, and I was going to do it yesterday. And I wasn't going to do it tonight. I was going to save it for tomorrow because I didn't want it to be so long or so much in depth. But the title actually includes the word patience. I don't know why I didn't put it in the title, but, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you. So it's patience, perspective, and perception. Now, y'all should know I do practice Vedic Sidereal for the people who don't know on this channel, not Western. So with Saturn, governs the letter P. Okay, and Vedic Sidereal, Saturn has left Aquarius and have moved back into Capricorn as of actually on the 12th. So this reading was supposed to be done, well, it don't have to be done on the day that Saturn moved because Saturn's going to be there for a while anyway. So it was really no rush to do this. But I guess somebody needed to go ahead and evaluate these messages within. Okay, so yes, Saturn governs the letter P, because Saturn, and actually Saturn was right here. So I love it when they do that. So actually, it helped me to go ahead and give this reading, right? Because Saturn is about patience. Now, Saturn will make you wait, whether it's about a love relationship, whether it's about a job, whether it's about things going on in your life. Money aspects, learning, because Saturn is about lessons. Saturn is a energy about teaching and learning. So teaching and learning, you can't get no more understood or relate to that when it comes to patience, right? Because what if you are, for example, a educator or a Head Start or kindergarten teacher, right? You got to have a lot of patience. How are you, Juicy Pop? Okay, you have to have a lot of patience to be able to be a kindergarten teacher, right? Because this is a child coming in just learning. And Saturn is there to help to govern you with patience, okay? Also give you time to change your perspective as a way of learning and understanding. Also, Saturn there, that energy for perception is for you to perceive, okay, or to have your or to change your thoughts about how you perceive something. Okay, that's how they got that going into, because you may not always be right. And these are the surrender cards, okay? So a lot of people tend to want to execute, and I want to use that word, execute, their opinion to be a truthful statement when it's not necessarily so. So this can be something that has been a trigger, because these are surrender cards to some type of situation in your life. Okay. Now, this can be an aspect between you and a person, or you with a person in a relationship or in a marriage, that one of you always needs to be right. So this also, thank you, angels, okay? It don't necessarily have to be, but you see the lions in the back? This also could be a person who has very strong Leo in their chart. Now, I'm not sitting here categorizing Leos that they come across very egotistical all the time and that they have to be right. It's just part of the energy that's in their chart. They also are represented by the lion, which is a very strong stance of an energy as a sense of ruling and domination. So, you know, it don't have to be their sun sign. It also can be a moon as a Leo. It also can be how they act or the way that they come across in their energy when it comes to relationships. Wanting to have things their way, a very controlling way. What they say go, you know. They rarely chooses to change their perception or their perspective on something. So it comes across that they have to be right. And it causes challenges or present challenges to you in situations. Now, this also could be a boss. You know, to some extent, bosses are kind of right, but not every time. Okay. And we all love a boss or be able to work for an employer that, you know, that chooses sometimes to change their perspective and their perception when it comes to things that happen around the job and wanting to see both sides of the story. Because somebody you're dealing with, right, don't want you to see or don't want to see your side of the story. They only want you to see theirs, their way or the highway. So let's go ahead and start with your first card, which is surrendering to the drama. And Vedic Sidereal on my channel here, we're just now going into Cancer season. So if you're more familiar or you're more governed to follow Western astrology, then I guess for them, we may be coming up on the end of Cancer, about to go into Leo, you know, the first week of August. And that's if you always follow Western. But for Vedic Sidereal, we just went into Cancer on July the 15th, 16th. All the way up until August the 16th, then I will be in Leo. So for some of you, this can be an upcoming energy where that you may want to save this video to a playlist. And I always suggest that you do that. Create you a playlist for not only my channel, but other videos that you may watch. And when this energy comes up, you'll have something to reflect back to. Okay. Because I feel that a lot of you already know what this is, but for this to transpire or to happen for you, it may not happen up until now through August 16th up until September the 16th. So you have like almost still over a 30-day period. Okay. So drama may be coming up for you, some type of fight or instigation. Somebody may be wanting you to change your perspective or your perception when they come back to you for some type of communication. All right. So no matter how emotionally charged the situation is, remain calm and don't contribute to the drama. Stay centered. Okay. And it will help you resolve the issue more quickly. So in other words, don't blow up. When this conversation, when this exchange of words, feelings, emotions happen, and it can start out very calmly. It can start out very easily. It can start out being very open as an exchange of feelings and emotions. Okay. And then it can get very charged quickly, especially when we have, oh, thank you so much, Yusuf Papa. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just channeling. So I'll get to you in your question, okay? I never ignore anybody. It's just that when I'm channeling, I'll be wanting to go ahead and get that information out, and then I can pause and see what, everybody's talking about in the chat. Okay. So, Saturn is bringing somebody back into your life. Some of you may have already heard or talked to this person. Could be a very long conversation, could have been very briefly. Okay. But the sun, thank you, angels. Okay. Because I see the sunflower. The sun itself also is represented by Leo or vice versa. Okay. But this person also could be a Cancer with the Leo moon or ascendant. They also could be being very charged also in their chart by by Mars being in Aries. Okay. And this person can start or will come to you very, very charged in nature. With the sun and with Mars, that is somebody that may come across very dramatically. Okay, thank you, Juicy Pop. Okay, all right. So surrender to low self-esteem. And I'm not necessarily saying that you have low self-esteem. It can just be like when this person is in your life, or when this person, Saturn, is brought back into your energy realm again. Okay, your aura. This person can cause some type of triggering, because these are surrender cards. Okay, they can cause some type of triggering to your self-esteem, and it can be causing a self-esteem check within you again, something that I feel that you have already been working on, that you have overcame, that you have looked at yourself in a certain way and changed your own perspective and your own perception about your own self-esteem. And that's what you have been already working on. But this person triggers this in you because of the sunflower, because the way that you feel about them. And for some of you, this is the reason why you had to change your perspective about them inside of you, because you didn't quite understand where you were going with this person. They were taking you out of a healthier self-esteem attitude. Okay, so you deserve success, love, and abundance. Set an intention to identify, hey, Life Path Oracle, and release any remnants of low self-esteem. And like I said, I feel that a lot of y'all, including myself, okay, I'm not excluded out of these readings. This is what everybody around the world is working on. This is a general collective reading, not a personal. So you take what message and guidance that I'm giving to you as advice and suggestion, and then you work with it. Yes. Okay. So I feel that you have been releasing all of that remnants anyway of low self-esteem, feeling more energetic, feeling more happy. The sunflower, right? And this also can be somebody that may be looking at you or needing to change their way that they look at you as a perception and a perspective, because of the energy and the aura that you are giving off as a symbol of great self-esteem and happiness. Okay. Contentment within. Understanding that some of you, that, you're being more realistic about yourself and how you look at relationships, how you look at life. Mm-hmm. And that you now understand that, I understand now that I must wait before I am able to receive the proper success, love, and abundance that is already due to me anyway, given by source. It's just some doors and opportunities that I may need to wait on, okay, that's going to open for me, and then I will receive it. As long as I keep keeping my self-esteem in a higher level of frequency and vibration, because I already had or seen some doors open for me as opportunity. Mm-hmm. So this may not be all of you, but some of this message can be some of you and the other person that you're thinking about. They're still in dramatic issues. They're still, they still resonate with drama, being around drama-filled situations and people in their life. And this also can be why they have not done a self-esteem checklist, is what we started saying here on my channel, right? and that they avoid that. So the more that they keep avoiding setting better intentions for their own self, the more that they're going to stay in drama or dramatic feel situations, relationships, and people. And this is why Source and your angels keep you from being part of that. Because I feel that a lot of you have already released yourself from that situation because you became realistic. And Saturn was there to help you, as like I said earlier, teaching and learning. Okay. Hey, Reese, babe. And so for some of you that may want this relationship or person back into your life, not everybody, right? You understand that you have to wait until this person has better self-esteem and knows how to not get or stay emotionally charged, okay, or want to receive that energy off dramatic feel BS, right? Because that is what keep them charged up, being in dramatic situations, dealing with other people's drama, when necessarily this person may not be a drama-filled person, but that could be what energizes them, and you want no part of that. And that was the part that Saturn made you understand and be realistic about it. Saturn taught you that. You learned it as a lesson, and it changed your perception and your perspective, and it taught you the value of patience. Not about patience for necessarily other people, but patience within yourself. That I can wait until what's due for me comes to me, right? And what is that? Maturity. A lot of you, your maturity level has changed, especially once you removed yourself from this dramatic situation and people. Now, if this person, I do feel that they may be coming back or interjecting themselves into your life path again, some type of way. Saturn is or will be cautioning you, or is throwing caution to you now. Okay. And will still be imposing limits into how much you deal with this person, or how much that you involve yourself again with this person until they give you the information to explain. And whatever information that they need to explain to you is going to be different for everybody. Okay. Whatever that information that they need to explain, or y'all need to talk together, again, back to surrender to the drama. It tells you, okay, when this information comes to explain through a conversation, okay, that it may get emotionally charged. So it's telling you ahead of time to stay centered, okay, remain calm, and don't contribute back to the drama. Why? Again, I'm going to tell you, because Saturn taught you about perspective, and patience. PPP. Some of you, this person still got the old song that I'm thinking about, OPP. Okay. Some of y'all that's young, you may not even know what that song is, but the people around my age or older, you probably already know. OPP. Okay. So that could have been some of the drama that was put into your situation because the other person had third party situations. All right. Surrendering fear. Let go of fearful stories you are telling yourself. Stay in the moment. Okay. Focus on solutions and celebrate every baby step forward. So this can be, for some of you, it may lead into a conversation of reuniting or taking baby steps, okay, toward how it can be discussed, a change of perspective and a change of perspective, and now wanting to share the patience of getting back into a situation or a relationship together. Okay. All right. So surrender your need to always be right. Give others the gift of letting them be right. by yielding. Okay, yielding means to go into something slow. Okay, and not to quickly force it, not to be rigid about it, or to be unbendable. Okay, it's the opposite of rigid. So this will help resolve conflicts and improve your relationships. And you know why I feel that that card says that? It's because you have changed. You have changed. Okay, thank you, angels. Okay, back to the letter P of patience. So some of you would have necessarily jumped back quickly into something, but now Saturn has shown you the essence of patience, of being realistic when it comes to your life, how much energy, time, money, love, compassion, and all of that you give people. Now, this also could be family members. Excuse me. This also could be family members, right? It can be love, relationships. It can be whatever it needs to be for you. So it's telling you already that you will be having patience, not only with yourself, but this other person. And I always want to reiterate that if you truly have unconditional love and love for somebody and a situation, you will have patience for that person to learn their soul lesson, to want to, not only want to help them to get better, because it's not going to be how much you help them, because that will keep them as a sense of codependent on you. Okay, where that you always help them in some type of emotional codependency, that they can't fix their own emotions, but they'll depend on you to fix it for them. You can't always baby somebody. Everybody is grown. And you would want that person to learn their lessons at changing their perception and not being so rigid, and to be able to change their perspective, to also learn patience, because patient is kind, patient is love. That's what true and real love is. Not rigid, not dramatic, not argumentative, not jealousy, not fear, not hate, not abuse. So if you truly love this person, then you will have patience as they help to heal their self. That is something that you cannot do for your mate. Even if you're married to them, you would want them to fix that first, or to listen to their guides to help them to heal and to understand and see that about their self first before you even want to be in a relationship with them. Because if you don't, that's going to be the dramatic feel issues in and about your relationship. Okay? And that's what is going to keep it dramatic all the time. That also is what's going to keep y'all on two different levels of vibration and frequency, what was part of the problem in the first place. Now, for some of you, this is what you want, or will be wanting this other person to know about you. Okay, what is to be believed about and what you want to be known. This is what you want this person to know. Okay, and this also could be something that this person wants you to know, that this is what they have been working on internally. Okay. Now, you are this person, and this reading is not really based on zodiac sign. I give you suggestions and advice as spiritual messages, so it don't necessarily all the time be based on somebody's zodiac sign. This is internal work, and internal work do not be based on, hey, Miss Linda, internal work don't have to be based on somebody's darn zodiac sign. Because a lot of the times what comes up is the energy that a person is acting like, or thank you, angels, is being perceived as. I always teach y'all, and that's why my readings be so long, because I teach you what you need to know, because I am sitting here as part of a teacher from this. Okay? So, a lot of the times this person, because a lot of y'all may be like, well, they not even that zodiac sign, so this don't resonate with me. And a lot of people click off. That's their problem. That's why they're not getting anywhere. But the people who sit here and listen and understand and perceive and look through the lines of the messages that I'm telling you all, okay, you get the light bulb, you get the aha moments. You become even more intuitively in tune, okay, with me. And that's why I'm able to give you even better messages as a way of helping to guide you, okay, on your path when picking different situations and also responses to when you have these conversations with people. You'll already know what it's about. You'll already know what's the answer. Did something flip? It did. Victory and success. So you see the horn there? That's the message that I kept talking about. Because my guide's going to give me the cards. Okay? The information to explain. You see the horn? It's coming. So this person, for some of them, Three of Cups, see, reuniting, trying to reunite with you. This is what I'm talking about. Okay. So for some of you, this will be an upcoming energy contemplation of meeting, talking, or invitation. Okay. So somebody will be acting in the energy of Mercury. Could also be Gemini or Virgo. Also the Magician. Okay, Magician energy. Saturn can be Aquarius or Capricorn. I have Leo here. I also am seeing Cancer for right now. When I'm looking at this card, I'm also looking at Pisces as the Fool, but that's not the Fool card. Yes? All right. So what's coming out for, hold on. All right. So somebody may try to reunite with you or to conversate with you as a sense to rejoice in celebration. Okay. To try to reconnect because they are wanting part of your energy to help to heal or help to fix their low self-esteem. So this can be an energy boost that somebody may be trying to do off of you. Okay. For some of you, this may go good for you, victory and success. But that's only if the other person or both of you are able to stay calmly and to speak and not let the energetic action of drama to start to fill the conversation, the room, the meeting, the date, the interaction. Okay, because feelings, the Three of Cups I'm looking at here, is going to be still feelings there. I feel that both of you still have remnants of feelings of love for each other. And I don't care if you feel like you hate them or not. It's still embedded into you. And it's surely still embedded into them. So the triggering, the cards, the surrendering cards are going to bring back up to the surface the remnants, and remnants mean the little bitty residue that's still left. The little bit of residue of what's still left is love, intimacy. I was finna say lust, but not intentionally, okay? For some of you, it may be. Maybe not on your end, but it can be theirs. Why I say that? Because this Leo card here, and I'm not saying the Leo is like that, but Leo stands for 5th house of dating, love, intimacy, procreation, the making of a child, the actions of making of a child, which is X, right? SEX. love, playing games. So is somebody still in the energy of playing games and being in that dramatic field type of energy, and one person is really still wanting victory and success? But if we can't have the victory and success, and this is the information that we're going to exchange between each other, then it will not be a rejoice or a reconnection as a celebration. Because anybody that wants to keep coming to other people or keep coming back to you for sex or intimacy, right? It's because of their self-esteem. Because procreation and intimacy is more than just doing the action of sex. It's supposed to be a dating process that leads from 5th house to 6th house of Virgo to be able to work on a partnership. And then working on that partnership leads to 7th house of Libra, which can be marriage and institution and partnership. But if somebody only want to keep it at dating and having fun and back and forth and third party situations, then no. And back to, this is why Saturn keep bringing in limits being imposed on why y'all can't never get together. You understand? This is why Saturn keep throwing caution to you through your perspective and your perception. Saturn keep reminding you of your maturity. And I tell you that once you get into a certain level of maturity, you can't undo that. But whoever this is may not have gotten into that certain level of maturity to be that level of victory and success that you want as a partnership. Again, so that's something that they have to work on internally. Some people just don't want to be that when it comes to relationships. They just want to hang around, date, sex, have fun, date multiple people, be and stay in dramatic situations, drama, you know, and you see that all the time when you see people out in the parking lot in your apartment community and they arguing and fighting and pulling up on each other and breaking car windows and beating heavy on the door. Let me in, let me in. Y'all understand all of that. All of that is 5th house of drama. Beating on the door. I know you got somebody in there. Open the door. Let me in. And everybody get up at 2:30 in the morning looking out the window like, oh, they fighting again. You understand where I'm coming from? You have gained the maturity where I'm not with that no more. And if you want to keep yourself involved with the low vibrational people, okay, because low vibrational people are going to keep attracting the same vibration. But your vibration and your frequency keeps attracting this person back to you because it is supposed to be a reconnection or a partnership with this person, but they won't surrender the fear. The fear of leaving and losing that dramatic ass bullshit. They want to stay around it. And there's nothing that you can do to fix it. But you have hope, though. You see, again, the sun that keeps coming out. This person won't let go of the fearful stories that they're telling themselves, okay, to help the hope and the light and being guided to find a solution and to be able to celebrate, which is your card or the card right here. They don't want to surrender the fear. It also can be the fear of true love and intimacy. That's why a lot of people just keep it at dating and having fun and messing around. Now, you may be actually right, but if this energy happens, not if, when it happens again, okay, and I feel that this is a repeat energy because it's sounding like deja vu for me, actually, okay, you don't have to prove again to this person in your conversation or this meetup as I know I'm right. See, I'm always right. because you're adding more fuel to the fire. This person already knows you're right. You already know you're right. Okay? That's why it says to give them a gift of letting them be right when it comes to the conversation or the meetup that you will be having as some type of conversation or reconnection in some type of way. Okay? Because you will give this person still a glimmer of hope internally that they can still help to fix their self. Not you going to fix them, but you will be giving them, like the star card, a sense of hope. Because what did I tell you earlier? Right? That patience is love. Love is patience. Love is kind. Spiritual strength. And this is why this person, again, like I was just going over, the lack of hope. Okay, whenever I feel that this is the energy that you give off when when this person comes around you, really everybody. And this is why you have such an attraction, okay, to different people when you do go out, when you do mingle, when you do talk with friends, family, okay, you are a sense of inspiration, of hope. You are a representation of love and kindness. And this is why a lot of people still attract to you, new and exes, because you still represent a sense of hope. And the person that still attracts to you, okay, by your light shining here, they come to you because they want to surrender out of their life that sense of drama. And yeah, it may sound easier said than done, but if that's all they know, then that's all they know. But you're like, you can't be with me while still dealing with that, because at the end of the day, you're gonna, diminish my hope that I have built up inside of me. Spiritual strength in reverse. Yes, okay, hold on. Let me show you this before I put your other cards down. When it tells you surrender your need to be right, you will be at that time surrendering your spiritual strength. Okay, you see that? You will be surrendering your spiritual strength because, and I'm not saying that your spiritual strength is not going anywhere. You will be stepping out of your spiritual strength at that moment. Thank you, angels, okay? To give them that gift of letting them be right so that they can gain their spiritual strength through your sense of hope, love, kindness, and patience that you have for them. Whether you want to be back with them or not, that is your gift as a spiritual strength. Okay? That's part of your calling. That's part of your life purpose, is that you're this. And therefore, when you are this, you have to learn how to, help to resolve conflicts and improve different relationships in your life, not only love, but family, okay, community wise, church, okay, a group of church friends and followers or fellowship, through neighbors, your community, through employers or at your job, through an act of kindness on the street. Whatever it is, you're always the spiritual strength, but you will be denouncing that for a little bit, okay, to show kindness to this person that they can build up theirs. Okay. Whew. See, this is why I say this is very draining. Temptation, the devil. Pretty much. All right, let me go ahead and just throw some tarot out on this. Uh-oh, sorry, y'all. This person wants you intimately, and you probably want them too. I'm not here to take that from you. If they hot, they hot. Hey, you know. But it is a level of temptation here. Some of y'all may go ahead and go on through with it. Some of you are still celibate right now. So that will be a temptation. And like I said, the letter P earlier was Aquarius and Capricorn, right? Saturn. This person also can have a level of Scorpio somewhere in their chart. But the temptation is also a temptation of wanting to be in a whatever type of situation this person brings to you as dramatic. Whether it's argumentative, see there, the writer, the sun again in the background, a messenger, movement, travel, news, a visitor. Some of y'all waiting on a package. It may be here probably in the next three days. Okay. So the green light and Venus. See, right before I was finna shuffle. Venus, the goddess of love, hope here. I guess they wanted y'all to have it because it slid out my hand. So, because that's already what I told you already. The person is coming. Okay. They feel internally that they got a green light to come towards you, but your light is actually yellow, okay, instead of green. But the green light is a go. For some of you, you're going to be able to reconnect with this person, but that may be all that it is. It may not be necessarily back into a full-blown relationship, but if it is, you'll have to yield into it. Okay, just don't jump right back into it. But a messenger, movement, okay, message, travel, news, visitor, delivery, goals, green light, and progress. Some of you got Sag in your chart, or this person does, and Venus. But she came up in reverse. Okay, the Empress. Some of you that are the mother to this person, to the kids, to this other person. Some of you, this is your baby daddy, baby mama. Also could be ex-husband or a relationship or partnership that didn't make it that far, but you had that intention, or you both had that intention until somebody put in a third party situation, or several people into the situation. Some of you are not going to be swayed by the invitation, okay, that this person wants to see you or come towards you. But it is asking you to give it a chance, okay? Just as I was talking about principle, religion, dogma, family values, marriage, collective consciousness, tradition, and programming. You know, surrendering to the fear is part of something that as a collective, we have been totally programmed and conditioned, okay, is to let go and let God. Now, everybody don't believe in God. I'm not here to change nobody's religion, dogma, family values, or principles, right? But, you know, somebody has a fearful story that they are telling their self about some type of collective consciousness. This person also can have a certain faith or a strong certain faith is what I hear in some type of religious dogma, okay, which is governed or a set in certain values like following the Pope. And I'm not judging, I'm giving examples because of this. Okay. So different principles, religion, dogma, okay, certain tradition and programming. Somebody has a certain strong religious faith or upbringing, or wanting to keep a tradition or sense of programming, okay, when it comes to their religion. So I feel that, thank you, angels, this is a strong religion versus spirituality situation here. Now, remember that religion is based on a certain set of principles that you go by. Rules, regulations that are stimulated or stipulated in a book, some type of writings, some type of omens, or it can be a sense of programming, okay? Something that is abided by. So it can be different religious faiths, like people who follow the Pope. What is that? Catholic. That is a strong set of principles in religion, right? I'm not lying, right? Okay. And it can be Christianity. It can be, yes, it can be Baptist. I don't know. It can be Jewish, certain Jewish religion. It can be what is it? It was just on the tip of my tongue. But you get what I'm saying, okay? Now, a sense of hope is more about spirituality, because, thank you, angels, religion is faith. So, based on your religion, are you keeping in your prayers and your faith? Now, we have another person that is set in a certain type of religion or faith-based religion versus just a sense of hope, just a sense of spirituality, only having spiritual strength. Okay. Also, somebody here cannot really have no set religion, just only understanding in no religious denomination based. So it can be that somebody cannot be with somebody because of a sense of programming or a sense of religious faith-based situation. And this is the fear that if they break this rules, regulations as part of their religion, then this can be the energy of why they can't come towards you. But they still may have a sense of hope. And this is something that this person is fearing, okay, as repercussion from a certain religion or faith-based rules and regulations that they follow, okay? And this is why it is taking them baby steps, or they're having baby steps of hope, a sense of hope that they can let go of this fearful story that they're telling themselves. And y'all try and work on a solution and to be able to reconnect and to celebrate, okay, as a way of coming together. You know how it is, like when people, one person may be Catholic and one person may be Jewish or something, and those two religions can't be together because it's family tradition, it's a programming, it's a certain set of family values that the Jewish community has to go by. And I feel that I thought it was only Jewish people can marry other Jewish people. You see what I'm saying? That also is a collective consciousness where that a sense of programming that if you love somebody, you love somebody. But if you are set in a certain principle when it comes to your religion or family tradition, y'all can't break that family tradition. So it's like you're losing the love of your life because you have a sense of hope and spiritual strength that if you love somebody, you love that human being. Or do you have to love their religion? Okay. So which one is it? Can you love the other human being for them being a human being? Or do you have to only love them because they have the same religion that you have? And love is not even in the equation. So it's something like that that is going on here. Okay. Because you still have people around the world feel that only blacks should be with blacks. Blacks should only marry blacks. You still have people that, as a sense of programming when it comes to racism, okay, that it should not be any mixed children. You understand what I'm saying? All of that is a sense of programming that is and still is being passed down as tradition. But somebody needs to help to break that. And they're scared to. Fear. Whoever needs to hear that, they know what I'm speaking about, okay? And for you, it may not be religion, but it can be somebody has a sense of programming in their head that it should only be the way that they see, the only way that they know, okay? But they fail to see the hope in what true love, patience, and kindness is. They only want to go by what they have been taught. And that's not necessarily correct. So in other words, there still is a sense of hope for this person to change, but they have to want to come out of that sense of programming that they're not always right about how they were programmed as a child, or what was passed down to them as a sense of tradition. You know, because racism is passed down as a sense of tradition or family programming. It's not built within. Correct? Racism is learned. It's taught. It's not embedded into all of us as we're born through our mothers. Somebody, High Priestess in reverse. And again, the word problem solving. Somebody is curious. They're going asking the questions, being adaptive, entrepreneur, resourceful, clever. Okay. So what is this top card? Because I put it back. Imposing, powerful, independent, time alone. Attitude is everything. Calm, cool, and collected. So some of you, this person got a lot of Pisces in their chart, or you. Okay. I also see Taurus here as the Hierophant. Pisces again. So I feel that somebody, one of you, is very strong in your sense of spiritual strength. And somebody here is very powerful and strong in their set of principles about situations, how they look at love, how they look at marriage, how they look at certain set of programming or ideas. Okay. And so this is being brought back to you again, Saturn, so that something can possibly be solved as whatever the problem is or was between the both of you. So I feel that you or the other person is going to ask a lot of questions before you yield into this situation if you're wanting to reconnect and get back with this person. Okay. And once you do, this is going to give you the information to explain. This is going to give you the to help you to make a decision. Okay. Now you see this that says between the inner and outer worlds. I feel that the inner world is the 3D. Okay. This 3D world that we're living here. And then the outer world is the conscious mind. Okay. The subconscious mind. The outer world is the ethers, the universe, however you want to say it. I feel that you and this other person keeps meeting, okay, or going back between inner and outer worlds, because this is a spiritual connection here. But somebody, as the hope or the star card, sees and knows that it's spiritual, but somebody wants to stay so much engulfed in the 3D, up under rules, regulations, principles, programming, a strict set of family values, and to stay as a collective consciousness instead of their own intuitive consciousness. Okay, you get what I'm saying? Yeah, me too, Stagner. Us as Capricorns, we're like that anyway. So ball and chain, heaviness, and this also could be a breakup. Somebody could be married here, okay? And if this is your person and you or them is married, this is where I was talking about the set religion, the marriage, the family values, the breaking up of a sense of family values, right? And because this person fears, or you fear, to break this marriage or to break your principles, you have fear in that. So again, my question to you and to this person, not that they may not see this video, okay? They have to break that fear within them, that either they want to love their set of values more than they love and want to be with you. Because I don't really see that there will be a consequence here that a person or both of y'all follow love instead of a certain tradition. Because somebody still here has hope that one day y'all can be together. But the only way that will happen if somebody comes out of the fear and wants to break a sense of programming. And again, the programming can be whites can't be with blacks, Latinos need to stay with Latinos, Catholics needs to stay with Catholics. Yes, I mean, if you feel that that is religion based, but my God, my source only operates in love and kindness and uniqueness. And I feel that that itself is more spiritually based and a more sense of connection than following a set of rules and regulations that could only just be passed down as tradition. So somebody here is wanting to cut the ball and chain, okay, as feeling trapped and holding on to emotional baggage, and maybe actually staying in an unhappily married situation because of a sense of programming. All right, so I think I've been on here almost an hour. So let me just throw y'all, I was going to put some tarot down, but I think we've got enough messages out. You get the idea, okay? Get more information again. You already got the messenger. The messenger movement is going to happen. Okay, the message or information that you need to get to see how this is going to help you, okay, is going to come. Now, make sure when you have this job interview that your attitude is everything. Somebody has a job interview coming up. Make sure you ask questions and make sure you really tell those people at the job, okay, during your interview, and really show and execute that you are a problem solver. This is what I keep saying, okay? Because this is what this person or people are going to be hiring you for. Make sure that you ask questions. Make sure that you really show your creative side and that you're very smart and very clever, okay? Improving health. I feel that the improving health is the lack of two people that can't be together because of somebody's sense of programming that's in their head that they don't want to stop following. And because they don't want to change that about their self, this is why you cannot be with this person right now. But they still want to come and message you. Okay, so you're gonna have to ask questions. You're gonna have to see how can this problem be solved between the both of you. And are they really ready to work on releasing this pent up emotional baggage of that? If somebody is fixed a certain way, it's hard for them to change. It's hard for them to see how to change their perspective and their perception. So it can be, how much patience do you have as love and kindness? Abundance. I feel that the lack of the timing, not the timing, but the lack of the relationship not coming together is affecting both of your abundance as a couple. But somebody don't want to surrender the fear. And also can be that this person has ego, that you're right and that they're wrong. And they would rather stay in that frame of mind in their head that they have to be right, okay? And not let you be right in the situation or the information or the spirituality or holding on to the hope. They rather stay in that egotistical attitude as part of the devil card here, as a chain. It's like the chain needs to be broken. So the no card came up as a yes. Bottom of the deck, within the next few weeks in reverse. So this can be days. Let me go ahead and quickly throw you out a timing card. I really feel that this reading is going to stretch out until September the 16th, because that will be the end of Leo season, Vedic Sidereal. Okay, so now until the end of September the 16th. And thank you, angels. Real quick, didn't I tell you that Saturn just went back into Capricorn? This is a devil card. So this is why, like I said, Saturn is asking you to be realistic and be very concerned. Ask questions. Be curious. Okay? And if you want this, just yield into it very slowly. Remain calm, cool, and collected, because this person may come to you very eager feel, can be argumentative, because they're fighting their own self as a sense of fear, and that's very scary for them. So you have to be able to see and to look through that if you love the person, that they're scared and their ego don't want them to show their sense of being fearful. Because the devil, not calling the Capricorn the devil, but the devil or dark energy don't want you and this person to have a sense of abundance, which means coming together. The dark energy of the devil would want this person to stay fearful and not to break chains. You understand? Could be the next 3 to 6 days, 3 to 6 hours, 3 to 6 weeks, or months. For some of you, that is a person, and like I say, you got to have patience. It may be 6 months for some of you, okay, because this person been living like this most of their adult life. It was already instilled into them as a child growing up. So you meeting this person and you've been dating them for a couple of years or several years, it's not going to quickly take this person out of this sense of programming. Okay? Okay, so top out. It's still saying get more information. Hold on. Now, the Sun and Mercury entered Cancer, okay, on the 16th. So you will start or already should be getting information little bit by little bit. 0. I ain't never gotten that card before. 10. For some of you, 1 day, 1 week, 1 month. Because 0, 0 dropped to 0 is still a 1. Bottom of the deck is 5. So 10, 5 plus 5 is 10. 10 days, 10 weeks. That also probably get closer to the end of Leo season, like I said, about the end of September, aroundish. Okay, we also got the number 5, which is a change and challenge. So yes, this is a challenge between you and this person that you want to be with within the next few weeks. In reverse is days, so it could be the next 5 to 10 days. Okay, that you will get some type of information, whether you're traveling to them, they're traveling to you. This also could be a family member. This can be a sister. You know, this could be a friend as a sense of reconnection. This can be some of you getting back into your church or getting deeper into your religion, or some of you may even be changing your religious values from a set of religion to spirituality, where that I'm not really religious based on anything. I just believe in doing me, following my journey, listening to my intuition, you know, and doing the best that I can and living my life and following my path, not letting a set of rules and regulations and laws and stuff like that I have to abide by is very emotionally turbulent for you, because you do if you damn if you do and you damn if you don't. And some of you just want to be neutral. I just want to live my life, be good and kind to people, love who I want to love, and let that be the reason, regardless of their race, religion, and all that other stuff. You just want to be you. So that's what I have for today. All right. I'm not going to hold y'all any longer. But again, we got 5 to 10 hours communication or travel is necessary or will be done. Also can be 5 to 10 days, weeks. Can also be the month of October. This can be a huge change within a total of the next 15 months. Oh, thank you, angels. Okay. So for some of you, this can be because of Rahu and Ketu. Because remember, Rahu and Ketu moves every 18 months. And it already been in Libra and Aries for the past 4 to 5 months. So it's another 10 months or so left before Rahu and Aries, Ketu moves again. Now remember that K2 is spirituality, spiritual strength, and Rahu, which is karma, okay, is the fear. Remember I told you in the other readings that Rahu blows up everything bigger than what it is. This is why I keep going over the drama. Okay, it's not necessarily the person. You may know your person is an asshole because they got an ego problem, or you, okay, but you still love them, you still like them, it's cute or whatever, okay, but it's not so detrimental that y'all can't be together. You know, it can be because they look good or they look handsome or pretty and they just act like that, okay. They got a sense of entitlement. But the fear base is coming from Rahu. So this is why it keeps telling you to stay in your principles, if that's what it means for you. And that the reason that it look bigger, the situation or the drama or the information being exchanged, the way it's coming out or being across or perceived or your perception of it, okay, your lack of patience or the more patience that you're willing to have and to give, it's all being blown up bigger than what it is because of Rahu. And the strong, very strong emphasis right here is Saturn, Mercury, Rahu, and Ketu. So you would need to look in your chart and see where those planets is placed in what house. And I feel for a lot of you, those planets are either based in your 9th, 10th, 9th is spirituality, Sag house. 10th house is your Capricorn, is your career. That's why I was telling you about the job. Okay. For some of you in your, in Pisces of 12th house, because it's an ending, okay, that will be happening on your end or their end. Somebody is either about to leave a marriage or a situation, realizing that they don't want to be in it and that it's not happy. And they still have a sense of hope that they can love and be with the person who they want to be with, who is their spiritual strength. Thank you, angels. Okay. Not their set of principles, programming, the standard marriage. You have to be in a white dress, walking down the aisle in a church. Okay. All of that also is a sense of programming, because the world wants you to spend money on a white wedding dress. You don't have to have a white. I understand that white means purity, and it's supposed to be for y'all virgins out there. Don't get me started, okay? But some of y'all are trying to wear a white dress and you're not even a virgin trying to walk down the aisle in the church. Get your own sense of programming together while you're trying to establish family values. Yes. Some of y'all may say, well, yeah, give me the beige colored one or the off-white, because you know you're not a virgin. But all of that is a sense of programming from Earth, from this world at 3D. They want you to spend money, hundreds and thousands of dollars, on a sense of programming for a wedding. And that's not what it's about. It's about the spiritual strength as a wedding. Not $10,000 on a wedding dress. So for whoever this reading is for, the spiritual strength is much more stronger, okay, than what this sense of programming or collective consciousness. It's like both of y'all don't want to go by the collective consciousness. You want to go by your own spiritual strength within, because this is standing more out to me. Okay. And somebody who has been in a sense of a certain principle or family value has been unhappily married. Even that sun card right here is in reverse. And they could just been living with the person. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. All right. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to leave it there. All right. I'll see y'all tomorrow. All right. Bye-bye.